Get out that air fryer, gang, because it's time to make low-carb Cajun chicken tenders. For the best in low-carb and keto cooking with a bit of Louisiana flair, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button to be notified every time I post a video. I am so excited because we won't have to sit through the drive-thru. We can make these awesome low-carb chicken tenders using the air fryers. I teamed up with my friends at Tony's to bring you this easy recipe, and stay tuned to the end of the video so you can download this recipe, but also for a special surprise. I'm Shelly with Skinny Louisiana. I share these recipes with my hundreds of weight loss clients in my 2 cookbooks, Skinny Louisiana in the Kitchen and Skinny Louisiana in the Slow Cooker. And now it's your turn to bring the low-carb keto-friendly spice to your kitchen. That's a lot of words. Ingredients makes this recipe amazing, starting with a pound of chicken tenders, 2 cups of our 100% egg white, 3/4 cup of our almond flour, a 1/4 cup of our grated Parmesan cheese, a 1/2 cup of these amazing Louisiana pecans. Of course, you can do Texas pecans, grated incredibly fine. And then the stars of the show, teaspoon of our Tony's bold seasoning, because you know I love a little bit of spice. And we have 2 teaspoons of our Tony's spice and herbs. Of course, we have our nonstick cooking spray. Today we are using avocado oil, and we have our trusty air fryer. And these little guys right here are one of my favorite new items. I just love these so much. These are air fryer liners. They come in a package like this. You can order them off Amazon. I have a link below that you can click. Super cheap. I think these were like 100 for about $4.99 or so. We're gonna move a couple things aside. We're gonna start with our little plain bowl that we have here. Let's go ahead and add our almond flour. Now you notice today that we are using Bob's Mill almond flour. It is one of my favorites. I found it over at Drug Emporium. Of course, you can find it over at any other stores. Comment below if you do shop at Drug Emporium or if you've ever been to Drug Emporium. One of the reasons we're adding our grated Parmesan cheese to this is because it will help the product brown a little bit more. Plus, it kind of gives a nice little flavor to this. And the beautiful thing about pecans is that they are one of the lowest carb nuts out there. So that makes this so special. I purchased these whole, and then I just put them in a food processor, grated them down. You can definitely find them already milled to your, particular love. Comment below on if you are like me and absolutely just love pecans. Growing up on the Bayou, gang, we would always have, these huge baskets of these pecans, usually at our grandma, or like I usually say, mama. So comment below if you say mama. Take that pecan cracker, as I called it, crack it up, or the nut cracker, and eat them. And little did I know now, I'm so excited because it is a low carb nut. Let's add the spice. Let's add that seasoning to it. Now we want to remember, I do use the word spice very lightly in here. So many folks are afraid of spicy foods. They will completely refuse an item, and we really don't want to live like that. We want to make sure we try things, and Tony's adds that great season to it. One of the things when I travel, and my husband's family is from Ohio, that they'll always say is,
Shelly, I am so scared to try that because it's just going to be so spicy and it's going to burn my mouth and I'm just not going to like it.
No, ma'am. It is seasoned. Say it with me, friends. Seasoned. Or maybe it's seasoned like this. Now, I love working with the folks at Tony's using these 2, the bold and the spice and herbs. Not only adds an amazing amount of flavor, by using these, we are cutting the sodium in the recipe by half. So we replace our salt with these, we still get an amazing amount of flavor, and the beauty is, the health side of that is that we are reducing the sodium content in this recipe by half. I always love to combine these things with a fork. If you want to use a whisk, if you want to use whatever you want to use, you do you, boo. It's gonna be okay. Well, let's form our little assembly line here. I love pecans. we did use egg whites. A lot of times when we see some type of Cajun recipe or any type of fried chicken, we'll see that it's dunked or dredged in a lot of buttermilk. Buttermilk is not technically a keto-friendly food, and we are a keto-friendly kitchen in here. I replace the buttermilk with egg white. If you are low carb strictly and not keto, you can use the buttermilk. Just remember that buttermilk per cup does have a nice amount of carbs in there. You notice how I did this? I put the chicken, I lined the chicken in our dish, and I sprinkled the pecan mixture on top of it instead of kind of putting it in a Ziploc bag. For me, that's just easier. We're gonna have some folks say, hey, I use a Ziploc bag. So comment below, friends, are you more apt to do this in a bowl, or would you like to place everything in a Ziploc bag? There's no right or wrong answer. And I'm making sure it's not touching, and we are gonna give this a nice, this is a Shelly trick, is we're gonna take our nonstick cooking spray. I'm gonna spray it on top. I love how this sprays. Is that just weird? Am I the only person who loves that kind of stuff? So I give it a good spray. Here's how we do meat in the air fryer. Woo, it's kind of moving there. We're gonna put this in here, 360. The total cook time is 18 minutes. We're gonna do 10. I'm gonna check it at 10 minutes, and I'm gonna flip it. Now, there's nothing more beautiful than low carb air fryer chicken tenders than to have an amazing low carb Mardi Gras dip to go with it. So let me get this cleaned up. I'm gonna do another rotation with this chicken right here, and you'll meet me back as we make our dip while it's cooking. While our chicken is cooking, it is the perfect time to make a spicy dip. I am obsessed with any kind of Mardi Gras dip or any kind of dipping sauce. This one's gonna please the entire crowd. So we started with half a cup of our mayo. Now I say mayonnaise. I've trained myself to say mayo. So you tell me below what you say. Do you say mayo, mayonnaise, like I do, M-Y-N-E-Z, or mayonnaise? That's what my husband says. Today we use Primal Kitchen's mayo. Love this stuff. It is keto friendly. It's made with avocado oil. Great find over at Drug Emporium. We got a half a cup in here. We're gonna put a teaspoon of our prepared horseradish. A teaspoon does have 1 gram of carbs, so notice I'm only using just 1. We have a teaspoon of mustard, but I love horseradish, y'all. I love it so much. And you know I gotta bring out my bad boys again. We have a teaspoon of our Tony's Bold, teaspoon of our Tony's Spice and Herbs, because again, my goal is to have items that taste amazing without all the added salt. This dip, y'all, is not for the faint of heart. It is something more than likely my Ohio relatives will not like. My husband probably won't go for it, but I'm gonna go for it. You could use a spoon, you could use a fork, you could use a whisk to mix this up. I love this stuff. Like, I am totally gonna stick my finger in this when it's done, just so I can try it. Can you add more horseradish? Can you add more Tony's? Absolutely. This is your dip. But what I found with this kind of ingredient, you know, the portions of it, it works for most parties and most events, but definitely add your own. In fact, I usually do add a little bit more horseradish for me. This is perfect for our chicken tenders, of course, low carb and keto friendly that we make. Everything's mixed up. So normally I would stick my finger in there, but because I'm taping, and I know some of you out there are gonna be, would be kind of icky if I did that. Here we go. Ooh. That is so awesome. It is so awesome. We're gonna put it all together and taste it. I have my fabulous Mardi Gras dip. These guys just went off, so let's take a look. Cannot wait to eat these. I love chicken, and my favorite food, gang, is fried chicken. You know, your last meal, hopefully I never go to prison, but if there is a last meal, it will be fried chicken. So excited about these. Looking at these, cooked perfect. You know, just looking at, we're gonna kind of take one out here. It's gonna be so hot. Look at the crisp. Everything just held really nicely. It smells amazing. This is smoking. I don't know if you could see the smoke rising. I'm so excited. It's just, I'm so excited to bring this to you. Oh gosh, it's gonna be so hot. I'm gonna burn my mouth off. But who cares, right? In the name of low carb fried chicken, the low carb fried chicken gods are coming down and telling me, put this in my mouth and feel good. So here we go. We are gonna seriously dunk. Oh my gosh, my fingers are on fire. Hot. Maybe I should get a fork and a knife. Fork and knife. Okay, so it is dunked. I'm gonna do this. Oh wow, look at that. Just beautifully cooked. Doesn't look dry at all. Okay. That is exactly what I am looking for. The chicken, very juicy. The crust is perfect. We get great flavors. I'm kind of getting that horseradish feeling now. Nothing is overpowering. Oh, I have to have another bite. Have to have another bite, and I'm not doing knives properly right now, but who cares? It is air fryer chicken, and the horns are honking right now outside. I don't know if you can hear that, because they probably want to get in and have some of this. Just the right amount of crunch, not oily. The low carb Mardi Gras dip makes it perfect. This is awesome. The flavors are just hitting me like Mardi Gras bees in the face. We're gonna have another bite. I got some of the dip right here. Talking about food in my mouth. Gang, this is perfect for all the family to enjoy. It's perfect for a party. It's perfect for anything. Get yourself an air fryer. Get these ingredients. If you want the recipe, scroll down below, click the link to download the recipe to your inbox. And just for watching game, we have our amazing 2020 that sounded like Barbara Walters. 2020. No sugar diet plan below. It is low carb. It is keto friendly. Scroll down, click on the link, download that to your inbox. It has a ton of more air fryer recipes. If you like this video, be sure to give it a little bit of a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. And gang, we love social shares. So snapshot this video, post it on your links, tag in Skinny Louisiana, and finally comment below of what item you want to see me cook next in the air fryer. It's time for me to go. As always, see you later, alligators.